So the irony is, I don't speak a lick of Portuguese, but a very kind fan reached out to me, reader, subscriber, viewer. Fan is a bit condescending, I think. And he says, "Hey, I'll translate your book for you." Now, I've had translators before, and literally Gen Z's all over the place. They just copied and pasted the book in a Microsoft Word and translated, or did Google or something, which doesn't work because the verbs and nouns don't conjugate correctly. You actually have to go through and have someone translate, a human do it. And that was fun. He did, but this guy did it. He went through and he translated the whole darn thing, which to me sounds like tedious work. Would be tedious work. And we put together a version of the menu Life Without the Opposite Sex, or in Portuguese, O Menu, Vida, o Sexo, Oposto, if I pronounced that correctly. And that's now the menu Life Without the Opposite Sex is in Portuguese. I reached out to Macho Toxico, haven't got the email back, don't know where he went. And I am at somewhat of a disadvantage here because I don't speak Portuguese. I'm therefore not terribly familiar with all the Portuguese content creators, influencers, and guys in the red pill that are out there. My only one is Macho. I don't know where he went. I don't know where he went with his bushy beard and mustache. So for those of you in my audience who are Portuguese, or the Portuguese guys, because I sent the guy, he wants to remain anonymous. So I sent the guy translate. I said, "Hey, here's the link. Who do I contact?" Like, who I contact them in Brazil and Portugal, the two main things. There's some other African countries where they speak Portuguese. I said, "Who do I reach out to?" So for those of you who are Portuguese speaking in my audience, if you could kindly either email me or email the Portuguese influencers directly. And it's not that I'm trying to shove work off to you. If he doesn't speak, or she, let's be honest, there's no red pill female Portuguese influencers. If he doesn't speak English, it's just going to be this cocky American swinging his American dick, like, "I'll just speak English louder," sending him an email. If you could reach out to him, say, "Hey, you got to read this book." I did put an intro kind of chapter or page in there because I researched. Everyone knows Portugal and Brazil, or maybe not. Americans are pretty stupid. But I was like, well, who are the Portuguese speaking countries? And I realized it's developing world or third world. And obviously, there are not the same socio-sexual dynamics in those countries as generally the West. But there is still that trend of feminism to move women away from men and towards not men. They would say independence while collecting a government check and make work government jobs. I don't know how far along each individual's Portuguese-speaking country is along that path, but that is the trend. We are all facing technological advancements. Everyone's voting for more free gimme-dats of government. So the environment, the conditions in which these countries are moving are going to become more fertile towards feminism, and women abandoning men, not needing men, and choosing. Abandoning is again, I don't think women really want to have much to do with men in the first place, exceptions included. I think that's generally where the world is going, regardless of what language you speak. And so, thank you, Raphael. Yeah, I got Max. Thank you, Max. I think that means many thanks. Again, very bad. Yeah, and Raphael, make sure to recommend the music. Thank you. Brazilian sexual dynamic. Okay, so now we got insight report on the ground. Brazilian sexual dynamics are somewhat similar to North America's, but youngins from here are consuming a lot of Western red pill content. Right, and there's also that the internet kind of leapfrogs and jumps whatever economic, fiscal, technological advancements are being made. So, right, wasn't there slut walks in Venezuela? What happened now? What did something happen in Venezuela? What did all the men stop working? Did you guys come up with a new advanced system of economics that's never been tried before? So, right, I think the trend for many reasons is going to be a leaving of traditionalism. Feminism has got it in these women's minds that family is bad and children are bad, or not, maybe not bad, but definitely everything in the world has to come second to your career and your politics and your ideology. I'm not going to try and argue with the women about the short-sightedness of that strategy or that idea or that life philosophy. By all means, go get your advanced degrees, go bust your ass off in corporate America, whether that's here or in Rio de Janeiro or Lisbon. I don't care. Please go do it. And when you get to be the women of my age, lonely. I'm playing pickleball. Bye. I'm going sailing. So I think in the future, I'll have an increasing value, regardless of where you are. So, the irony here's, I'm just going to tell you now, though. Amazon, it's available on Amazon. The link is below. I don't think they sell to Portugal. So the only real way you're going to get it is maybe Kindle. I think Kindle, you should be able to get it. I don't know what the book reading devices are in Brazil or Portugal or Africa. So tell me if I know there's going to be a problem, because there's going to be a problem, right? Right? We're Amazon. We can sell everywhere except for these random countries. I'm sure there's a reason. And I'm sure the reason is some idiot doesn't do their job and is slow and is short-sighted. I don't know why. It's like, well, you can ship everywhere in the Northern Hemisphere, apparently. I am aware that the equator cuts Brazil in half. I'm aware of the geography. I'm aware of Portugal. I think you can sell it in Portugal. That's in the EU. But for the African countries and Brazil, I don't think it's going to be just, I just order it on Amazon. What was it? BR. I don't think Amazon BR exists. Despite it being what? What are you guys up to? 400 million people now? Why would we want to access that market? Mid-industrialized, solid second world country with purchasing power. Why would we want to sell there? And I give express permission to anyone in any Portuguese-speaking country to download this video and put subtitles for translation purposes. So there you go. I appreciate that very much. It's available for sale, and we'll see you guys later too.